Rebecca Nelson, host of Arizona Living, where we help you live a better life right here in Arizona. And today we're at the U of A College of Medicine in Phoenix, where they are training future doctors. Take a look at what we have coming up for you on our health special. A look at how salt therapy is helping people breathe easier. And hearing loss affects millions. The signs you should be looking for to detect a problem. And for $10 a month, you can get on track to a healthier lifestyle thanks to Planet Fitness. All that and more on this special health episode of Arizona Living. As we age, hearing loss can be a serious thing. Before it robs you of a full life, the doctors at the Audiology and Hearing Aid Center can help.
My name is Kathy Kurth. I'm an audiologist practicing here in Scottsdale since the early 80s and have 3 locations in Scottsdale, and have had the opportunity to make a huge difference in the lives of people with hearing loss. Hearing loss is not an isolated problem or something to be ignored. Well, they say by age 50, 55, 50% of us will have some degree of hearing loss. So when a patient comes in, very often we will start with our wellness program that allows people to come in and have hearing evaluations, hearing screenings at no charge. Next, we want to make sure that if there's any medical or surgical intervention, that's the next step. But for most people, 94–95% of hearing loss is sensory neural, so there's no medical or surgical intervention. The only form of hearing loss that's preventable is noise damage. So what we need to do to educate people on what they can do to protect their ears. The more we get our hearing tested on a yearly basis, I think it's going to help in overall hearing health care, especially when hearing loss has been tied to cognitive dysfunction. Studies have been done that looks at untreated hearing loss, cognitive dysfunction, dementia, correlations between diabetes, heart disease. All of this is tied together. Today, hearing aids are quite varied, from very high-speed computer chips that go into these hearing aids, wireless technology. There are those who don't want to have to mess with a hearing aid. They'd much prefer to have that hearing aid in their ear for 2 to 3 months, what we call extended wear. And we've been fitting this particular type of device for almost 10 years. Signs of hearing loss are if you're asking others to repeat more than just once or twice in a day, if you are having to turn the TV louder, if you're going to restaurants and find that you're really struggling to follow the conversation. A hearing aid or a hearing instrument is not going to restore hearing to normal, but it's going to provide just a life-changing experience for people who are missing out on so much.
My name is Charlie Shore-Sealfon. I realized I wasn't hearing things as clearly when those hearing aids went in, and I walked out. I could hear birds in a tree I hadn't heard before. It was wonderful. The hearing aids have changed my life in such a way that I am more comfortable with the world around me. I'm more comfortable being with people in a situation.
So I'm just very lucky to be able to do what I'm doing, and when I can hear the stories from my patients of what I've been able to do and all of the providers on our staff have been able to do, it's the best part of all.
Feeling run down? Look older than your age? Well, the experts at Integrative Health Patient Care have a unique approach to make you look and feel better than ever.
My name is Dr. Bernie Maseri. I'm a PhD in holistic medicine. I practice homeopathy. I have a medical clinic located in Scottsdale, Arizona, in Old Town Scottsdale. Integrative Health started about 20 years ago, and what our aim is to be, and we are, an all homeopathic medical clinic. Homeopathy will make you well real fast. It's using the smallest amount of remedy or medicine in the shortest amount of curing time. We don't do any herbs, we don't do any vitamins, no nutrition, it's all medicine without toxins. It is a mind medicine, it's an energy medicine. When you put drops of homeopathy in your mouth, under your tongue, it is read by the brain, so the body comes to its own healing defense. What I treat is everything. We don't We don't say we don't treat that and we don't take this or that. We treat all ages and all symptoms and all disease. The blood tests that we do, I think, are pretty phenomenal. I stick the finger and get maybe 6 or 7 little spots of blood on a slide and then put it under the microscope where I can see the white cells actually moving and attacking bacteria. If you're sick, I can detect what that sickness is by knowing the different white cells that exist in your body. Skin recovery system is a method of working with microcurrent that no one else has. And it's pulling the skin tight, tighter, tightest, making you look youthful in a very soft way. And we do all parts of the body. The procedure works by applying a little bit of conductor cream to the face or arms or legs, whatever we are working on, and then running about 10 minutes of current through rods that are specific to the area of the body we're working on. And it's very easy, it's painless. You can walk out and put your makeup on and go shopping or back to work, whatever you want to do. It's a lunchtime facial. We're doing from the forehead, we raise the eyebrows, we take out crow's feet, we take out bags under the eyes and discoloration, we lift the jowls, we take out the nasal folds, we tighten the neck and give you a chin. The face, I would say to hold it up for a good 8 months is 10 treatments. And you can see the difference with the first treatment. It's eating right, the diet has to be right, the mind frame has to be right, your everything has to be right in order to be the best you can be.
We're here in the Health Science Education Building, which opened in 2012. The state-of-the-art facility is more than 268,000 square feet and can support up to 1,200 students. Here's what's coming up. For the cost of a nice lunch, you can get back on track at Planet Fitness. We'll visit this gym to see what sets them apart and see how salt can help you breathe easier. Recent studies out of Europe and Canada have shown the benefits of salt therapy for conditions like snoring to allergies. The owner of Salt Chalet shows us how salt can help us breathe easier.
My name is Pavel Gershkovich and I am the owner of Salt Chalet, Arizona. About 13 years ago, I read an article about Salt Chalet. I decided to fly to Israel and experience the salt room because I had asthma for many years. And being in a room for 10 days, every day for a few hours, I become a different person. I stopped wheezing. My intake of medications basically dropped 90–95%. I had a great experience being there, and I brought Dead Sea from the desert of Israel to desert of Arizona.
My name is Sam Gershkovich, and I am the manager of the Arizona Salt Chalet. The Salt Chalet is a respiratory breathing treatment center that specializes in treating respiratory ailments through the use of halotherapy, or treatment with salt. We use Dead Sea salt. The reason we do that is because of the high content of minerals and healing properties that are in the Dead Sea salt. We are the only Dead Sea Salt Chalet in the state of Arizona. So some of the most common ailments that the salt rooms treat would be COPD, emphysema, asthma, allergies, sinus problems, obviously some skin problems as well, psoriasis, eczema. So there's a plethora of different ailments that a Salt Chalet can treat. There's a lot of different athletes that come specifically for this to expand their breathing capacity.
Well, rooms are covered with Dead Sea salt. We have generators that grinds Dead Sea salt and disperse it into the room. So when people sit in those rooms and they breathe in those salt particles, as soon as they get into your sinuses, respiratory tract, and you're deep in your lungs, They start killing all the bacteria and parasites and fungus, reduces the inflammation in your sinuses and your lungs. Inside the salt room, we have like light therapy. So over 2 million colors goes through the cycle. So your brain reacts differently to each and every color. At the end of the session, you're completely changed. You're so relaxed.
For all the viewers today, we are offering a $35.99 special, which is $20 off of your first session.
Inside the salt room, we have hirudotherapy. There's only few of them because just few of them is medicinal leeches because they're carrying a substance that's called hirudin. So hirudin works like 60 holistic antibiotics and over 150 other medical properties. When we use leeches remove all those toxins from our system. It basically change your life.
If your new workout is losing steam, well, the folks at Planet Fitness can help for just pennies a day in a judgment-free zone.
My name is Kevin Kelly. I'm one of the owners of Planet Fitness here in Arizona. We have 15 locations, on our way to probably about 30 in the valley here. Planet Fitness is a great place to start your workout regimen if you've never come to a gym before because, first of all, we've got incredibly helpful and friendly staff. We've got any kind of machine or weights you would need for somebody who's starting out, and we also have free fitness training. So a lot of people don't know how to use machines. We have staff who's there to help you. They'll design a program for you. So it's $10 a month, no commitment, meaning if you find you're not coming, you can quit and we're not going to be hitting your credit. We all have peaks and valleys in our life with regard to staying in shape and working out. And we wanted to create the model that allows for those peaks and valleys without constantly joining and constantly quitting a gym. If you get our Black Card membership, which is $19.99, which has a lot more amenities, you can bring a friend, half price on drinks, you can go to any Planet Fitness, 1,300 locations throughout the country. You get access to where we're in right now, which is the Black Card area. That has tanning beds, hydro massage chairs and beds, and just cool places to hang out, private wall lockers, TVs, just kind of more like a spa type area. A lot of our gym members are first-time gym users. So if they walk into a typical gym where, you know, guys are walking around tank tops with protein jugs and slamming weights and grunting and groaning, that's a big turn off to them. And they kind of feel like they're not welcome there or they don't belong there. We want to eliminate as much of that as possible to make it a very friendly, welcoming environment that's not intimidating.
Justin Stafford, I'm the general manager here at Planet Fitness Bel Air. Whenever somebody comes in, we're going to personally show them around, show them what they're going to be working on, answer any questions that they have. We also have something called the 30-minute circuit, which basically is an area that's organized in a way that they can go and do cardio and strength, very quickly. You can get in and out in just 30 minutes. We have had members who have really come in and made such a change in their lives where we actually check them in, their picture pops up, and we can't even recognize them. So there have been instances where I've actually had to double check with them and make sure it's still the same person that I thought it was.
My name is Casey. I've been coming to Planet Fitness since January. Every time I come here, I feel like I'm very welcomed, everyone is smiling. There's a ton of different features or amenities that I think other gyms don't offer. It really is judgment-free. I can try different things. I came here kind of skeptical just because it's a new gym, but as soon as I was here and I felt how welcoming everybody was, I never left. So I think just try it out and you'll probably be like me and you'll never want to leave again.
We have lots more to come on Arizona Living's Health Special, here from the U of A College of Medicine in Phoenix. Komen, Arizona helps women who are dealing with breast cancer learn how you can help with the fight and see how these dogs are making a world of difference for some sick children. 1 in 8 women in the U.S. will be diagnosed with breast cancer during their lifetime. Komen, Arizona is on the front lines of the fight, and they need your help.
My name is Christina Mencuccini. I am the Executive Director of Susan G. Komen, Arizona. Susan G. Komen, Arizona is part of the Breast Cancer Foundation of Susan G. Komen. We've been around for 25 years here in this state, and we raise funds for breast cancer awareness, for programs and services, and to help people access programs and services for care during their breast cancer journey. The bold goal is to reduce breast cancer deaths by 50% over the next decade. It's very important to have this goal because currently 40,000 men and women die from breast cancer each year. Our goal is to reduce that number by half before 2026. The 4 main focus areas are know your risk, know your baseline, make healthy lifestyles, and get screened early. And all of them work together to help people identify their risks and if they have breast cancer. Early detection is key to a successful outcome for each person. The impact of all the funds raised is so important to the state of Arizona. 75% of what we raise remains here in the Arizona communities that we serve. 25% is sent to headquarters for award-winning international breast cancer research. The 75% that stays local in Arizona communities is used for granting and support of services and programs to increase access to care and increase access to the right care.
My name is Virginia Warren. I'm the Office Chief for Cancer Prevention and Control at Arizona Department of Health Services. We've had a partnership with Komen of Arizona going back over 10 years. It's been a great partnership. We solve community problems together. We make sure that there's a comprehensive net of services to serve women in Arizona. The Well Woman Health Check program is a federally funded and state-funded screening program for breast and cervical cancer screening for uninsured women in Arizona, with a huge focus on improving the quality of services. Annually, the Well Woman Health Check program serves at least 7,000 women that are screened in the program, but we serve an additional thousands that are immeasurable because if a health plan has 25,000 women of screenable age and we increase their screening rate, we're helping many thousands more. We're dependent on them for that service. If they weren't there, we'd be having a problem meeting ends with so many women being diagnosed. It seems so trite, but you really have to be involved. If you want to make a difference, get involved, donate to Komen. When you do that, you are saving lives. That's the fact. It's not an overstatement. And there are a lot of women in Arizona that without this would have no other resource. It's important.
We're here in one of the research facilities at the U of A College of Medicine in Phoenix. It helps doctors of the future get real-world experience right now. Take a look at what's coming up next. A look at some special dogs who are helping kids get well. We all know how much better we feel when our pets are around. At Phoenix Children's Hospital, therapy dogs are making a huge difference in the lives of some very special children.
PetSmart Paws Can Heal is an animal-assisted therapy program that has grown out of the need to be therapeutic for our patients. So we know that dogs make children happy. They make children more interested in doing the hard work that they have to do when they're getting better. But we have tried to come up with a program that really focuses on the therapeutic aspect of therapy dogs and kids. So the human-animal bond is very strong, and it gives us all motivation to do things that we might not otherwise do. The Paws Can Heal program was founded in 2004. A therapy dog program existed at Phoenix Children's Hospital for another 7 years before that. There were therapy dogs and therapy rabbits involved in patient care at that time. But in 2004, we really brought it all together and expanded the program and worked at being as therapeutic as we possibly could. So at that time, we had about 5 therapy dog teams that came and visited at the hospital, and now we've moved on to being about 50 therapy dog teams, and we hope that we will be able to have 75 therapy dog teams.
Hey, good morning, Brianna. We're from Pet Therapy. Aren't you well? Carol and Manny Rose.
How you doing, honey?
Nice. Thank you. She's going to be 8 years old in July. Oh, wow. She loves to be petted and hugged.
Our therapy dogs are here specially trained to work with children to get them to do that hard thing that they really don't want to do today. Maybe it's taking their pills, maybe it's eating or getting up out of bed, or just sitting up. Maybe sitting up after surgery is difficult, but they need to start doing that because they need to walk. They need to eventually get really mobile in order to go home. So we try to create something that gives our staff an extra tool. Research is even showing that there's an incredible connection between humans and dogs that doesn't exist with other species. They are able to read our facial expressions and on our nonverbals, and we have accepted their presence and use them to our advantage too. So there's something unique about the interaction between humans and dogs. We care for all the children in this area and for children all around the country who come here to see our specialists. And we're here to provide for them not just healing, but hope and the best care that we can.
Thanks to everyone here at the U of A College of Medicine in Phoenix for having us today. This extraordinary facility really is on the cutting edge of shaping tomorrow's doctors. We appreciate you watching Arizona Living so very much too, and we'll see you again next time.